me. Episode 240 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by DOU Productions, delivering coverage of sports and pop culture through columns, live blogs, and original videos. Follow them on the web at generationchatter.blogspot.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
And this is interesting here, to say the least, on what got votes. We actually have somebody that split a vote 5 ways. I didn't count this as fifths of a vote.
Wait a minute here. I thought the 2 votes was a kind of a weird. But
I don't understand this splitting the vote.
Well, I here's the thing, though. I didn't count it as a split vote. I counted it as a combo. So we'll get to. I'll save that for the last of the 1-vote ones here, because we're going to want this needs to be talked about. This needs to be put under.
Next one, I'm voting half votes for everything.
This needs to be put under America's spotlight ASAP. So, but we'll talk about that one here. There was 1 vote for mushroom and olive slices. The great Simon Applebaum voting for that one. I guess
that's 2
things. He's saying like a combo. That's how I took the 5. Was that the 5 was supposed to be a combo?
Yeah,
I guess.
Just saying. I took it as one topic, not putting it. Because I could have just said a deluxe pizza and then would have counted everything.
I guess so.
Take away his GED.
1 vote for Tim Dustin. Voted for banana peppers. 1 vote for, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right, Mr. Glassman, pepperoncini. Is that how it's pronounced? Pepperoncini. Okay. All right. I didn't pronounce it like a proper Italian would. I'm not sure we've ever even had that on a pizza. That sounds interesting.
Little hot peppers.
Oh, hot peppers. Okay.
And not so hot that it's going to be like on the scale. I forget what the.
They're like the next step up from the banana peppers.
The Scoville scale. Thanks, John.
So they're next level banana peppers.
Yeah,
okay.
They're basically
not
next
obnoxious.
Okay.
Hot, a little salty. Good
All
stuff.
right. Tony Mazur, who voted for Steve Austin for Best Pro Wrestler on the mic, redeeming himself a little bit after the Mancini-Kim boxing vote. He voted for something that I didn't, but it needed to get a vote. Bacon needed to be represented. And for Tony Mazur, for Team A's, God bless you, my friend. This needed to be represented in there. He cast the sole vote for that. John, you cast the only vote for meatball in all of this, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's a good topping, not available everywhere. It's also, can open this up to something else, combinations.
Okay.
Because meatball is terrific with, tomato or mild peppers,
Talk about combinations.
But I think it stands alone as well, so meatball.
That takes me back to Best Sandwich. When my senior editor, Jason Jones, cast a vote for something that he called the ogre that he invented with like 10 different things on it. I was like, we were looking for existing sandwich, Jason, that you could get somewhere, but thank you for your creativity, I suppose. 1 vote, Ken Detweiler voted for andouille sausage. I haven't had that, but everybody I say that
Cajun spicy sausage.
Okay.
Used in like gumbo.
Okay. Good friend of Johnny, at least of you and I, Bob Bennick, voting for mushroom on this. I'm not a mushroom aficionado myself.
Yeah, I like mushrooms.
Bennick Bennick is a well-spoken man. Good vote, Bob. 1 vote, Jeff Briscoe, voting for our good friend, talk show host down in Florida, voting for. He says, "Let's thank our friends from the north. Canadian-style bacon." That's a good one. You gotta like that.
Isn't that ham?
Yeah, ham.
Interestingly, ham didn't get a single vote in all of this. That's the closest.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
Okay. All right, and let's go to good friend Nick Despins, who I think a couple of us broadcast with back in the day. Good old Nicky voting for. This was a 5. He voted for the combo of 5 here: bacon, sausage, meatballs, green peppers, pepperoni.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, you know,
Does that come with
contrast?
Does that come with a stent?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that.
You get the balloon for the angioplasty, right?
Yeah. Let's feed some of that to Bill Parcells, shall we?
Isn't that what we had
I mean,
on our
at that
pizza
point,
last
why
night?
have even the green pepper on there? Just go all meat. Put the
That's
andouille
true.
sausage.
The fig leaf of putting veggies
Yeah,
on
I
there,
mean-
you know? It's awesome. All right, we get into the multiples now. 2 votes for cheese, 2 votes for extra cheese, interestingly. Well,
I'd consider that the same thing.
That's 4 votes for cheese. That's just saying extra pepperoni. It's still a vote for pepperoni.
interesting.
It's 4 votes for cheese.
All right, regardless of how it's interpreted, that still wouldn't swing it because there's a big 2 here. Okay, well there's a big 2. You had cheese and you explained this off air to me, Chris, that your thought is that it is a necessary foundational piece regardless of anything else, right?
Well, I think the cheese, it is a topping. It
Okay.
is. It's the foundation on which you build your house, and without a good foundation, you don't have much of a house. And
Okay.
I just think it's a critical component, and a quality cheese is critical to a good pizza.
It certainly is. I can't argue
I wanted
with
the
that.
basics to not be overlooked in this.
That's a
voting
very
category.
persuasive argument there.
Well, the funny thing is that when you talk about the basics, the ones that were 1 and 2 in this, unsurprisingly, are among those. That, again, you've almost got to get to mushroom or anything else like that to be as common as what the next 2 were. The one that was in second place that I voted for, that I didn't think going into this was going to win, but I started to nourish some hope for as it went along.
Anchovies?
No, there were no votes for anchovies. I don't like that. I'm not. I do not like things that are at all that far off the beaten path. I voted for sausage.
It didn't win.
Sausage got 5 votes. Well,
I'm
thanks in part to the Patron Brothers mind meld.
I voted
pepperoni.
I voted for sausage. If you want.
All right, I'm sorry. All right.
Patron Brothers.
Where's the
All right.
mind melt here? Come on.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at Matt and Tom Dank, who's below him. All right, my bad. All right, those guys voted. All right,
Part to the Patron Brothers.
All right.
I didn't get.
that's funny. You did actually. Okay, my bad.
Now you're
That's what I'm
saying mind melt.
Yeah,
How many
well-
things did we actually
you're
vote
at fault
together?
then. You then are the only one at fault out of those of us here. It wins with 6 votes to 5 for pepperoni.
It's
So-
it's just the most common pizza topping.
6 for pepperoni, 5 for sausage. Yeah. So.
And I would just say, if you total up all the pig products,
Uh-huh.
let's be honest.
I think pig won overall.
Pig wins.
Yeah.
Slapping a pig in some form on top of a pizza.
Let me ask this, Chris. Is this one here, is this the equivalent of McDonald's for best restaurant as we saw last time here? Is pepperoni winning for best topping on that level?
It's not on that level. It's no, because it is a staple.
Okay.
It's a you can make the argument that it's a great topping. It is a great topping. I frequently get pizzas with sausage on it.
All right.
I figured going into this that either that or pepperoni would win because it's pepperoni's kind of like the horseshoe of
Yeah.
college of pizzas.
To me, though,
So I knew where this crowd would go with it. But,
to me though, pepperoni is just as important as the cheese. Like Chris said there, the cheese. You got to have the cheese on the pizza, but
yeah, but you don't have to have the pepperoni. I mean, you can alternate out sausage. Another great pizza
I agree.
combination. Hamburger with bacon.
Ooh, okay.
Sort of a bacon cheeseburger type of thing is great. So there's lots of different combos you can do. You don't need the pepperoni, and you don't even need the sausage.
Mhm.
You can have great meat in varying forms on it, but without
But
the
you
cheese,
need the cheese.
You need the cheese.
And there's no way to say this without giving free advertising to a place, but you know what? They deserve it because it's so darn good. If anybody's ever had, this is a Cleveland area chain, Geppetto's. They have a barbecue pizza, rib, and they use like barbecue sauce instead. But the default is with onions. Now I'm an onion hater, but like, why would the default be with
I've
onions?
had that pizza thanks
What
to
do you think? Oh, okay, yeah.
Thanks
What do
to
you think? What do you think?
And I like that pizza.
Yeah.
It is very good. Again,
Yeah.
pork product
Yeah,
making its way onto a pizza.
yeah.
So I think we can all squeal like a pig here and recognize that that's where it's at when you want to top a pizza.
I can think of no better way to tie it together. Pepperoni wins in mini episode number 240 for the best pizza topping going into the Pantheon as we hoist the Dundee Award.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and the periodic table of elements.